This is a reading of Brenda's blog titled Practicing Your Global Creation Skills, posted July 20, 2020. Dear ones, your frustration is your need to see or sense more. So it is you're beginning to accept, even demand, that your new skills come to the forefront. That last statement probably makes you angry. Why do you have to do anything to use your skills? Such is so, as was true for many actions throughout your 3D life. In 3D, you developed an interest in something like riding a bicycle. Then you practiced until you mastered that skill. Your body and mind needed to adjust to new movements and thoughts. Such is so now. Even though you're at the wanting stage, you have not developed the skills necessary to fulfill that want. So it is you're frustrated and a bit angry. You know you want a certain kind of life, but such is not possible until you practice your new you creation skills. You want those skills to happen automatically. They will not. For your physical being and emotional dreams need to work together to create that which you want. I'm going to say that again. Your physical being and emotional dreams need to work together to create that which you want. Perhaps you believe you have created or completed other projects without practice. We beg to differ. If you review your actions in this life, you will realize that nothing occurred without practice, from reading to driving a car. So it is you are now practicing whether you acknowledge that or not. It likely seems that your wishes and dreams are just beyond your reach, much as was true for your infant rattle. You will get there, and you will create. This is merely your practice stage, just as you once wished you could ride a bike like your older siblings. There are creation bits and pieces that seem to be putting themselves front and center. You look for a specific outfit, and you see it in a store window. Or you need a quote for a major speech, and you discover it by accident. Little bits and pieces that allow you to practice your new skills. Many are wondering why you need to practice, for most of you reading our channels have created items in previous times. The difference is that of learning to walk as an infant compared to interacting with others as a manager. You are shifting from inner-directed creating to outer-directed sharing. So it is you feel like a small child or new learner again. Before your transition, you likely created for yourself after much effort. Then you learn to quietly create small items of joy through your new inner being. You are now moving into yet another creation territory, that of creating something visible to others, for it is time to rebuild the earth. Such is not possible if everyone uses their skills to create within their being. You are expanding your creation skills from personal to global. Such is not to say you must be a world caretaker, but instead that you are confident enough in your being to shift from individual to more global interests, similar to what happened as you aged in 3D. Your 3D world was initially limited to where your caretakers placed you in the crib or on a blanket. Your world then evolved into your yard, your neighborhood, your school, and finally, the world. So it is now, you no longer need to be placed anywhere by the universes or your internal shoulds. You have moved into the world. As you did, you acknowledged within yourself what skills were required for your next step, and the next, and the next. You are practicing those steps now. And as you do so, you feel uncoordinated, frustrated, and somewhat angry. For should it not be instant? Should you not be able to wave your hand and it is so? It will be, just not immediately. Perhaps it will help you understand if you realize how far you have evolved from creating in 3D with much effort and energy. You are no longer of 3D, nor are you creating just for yourself. Granted, your new creations will provide you with joy, but for that to happen, you need to practice a bit. And so you are. Step 1 is acknowledging your move away from 3D concerns, political, financial, or any other area. Step 2 is recognizing the frustration that did not seem to have a focus until you realized you were evolving yet again. You are not who you were in 3D, or even 2 weeks ago. You may be at a somewhat different place than what we describe, for you are on your unique path. But if you have not already, you will be moving into global creation soon. That is not to say you will create something that will visibly change the world. Your path may be more like Henry David Thoreau, creating words that impact future generations, or designing a product visible throughout the globe, or interacting with someone who will visibly impact the world. For those of you concerned that you have not yet created your personal joy, realize that such is the first step to global creation. For you cannot learn to read, a skill that opens the world to you, until you learn your letters. So it is you will evolve from personal creation and acceptance to global creation and acceptance. Not as you did in 3D with shoulds and have-tos, but based on interest, just as was true for young 3D you. As an infant, your home seemed exciting. Then you discovered your neighborhood, which became too small, as did your school, your community, and on and on. You evolved into a global 3D being. You are doing the same now. The difference is you are doing so with heart, with new thoughts, beliefs, and needs. You are not who you were, and neither is Earth. Allow yourself to follow your joy, and you will move into new global you. Contain yourself to your personal world, and you will feel stilted. Allow yourself to flow when you are ready to do so. We are merely informing you that new interests and activities are to be expected. When they happen, know that you are following your personal directives. So be it. Amen.